So I'm just going to say for the record, we are running way behind. And I'm also want to say that I want to give a big shout out to the Kilburn Mills and the staff that are here to take care of us tonight. And I could rush through this, but I'm not. I feel like this is our Labor Council meeting. But the work that we do is just so important. And we're here once a year. And so I am not going to rush through this moment. So you're just going to have to bear with me for the record. I love you. I love the work that I do with all my heart. And, you know, I say this all the time. You know, if everybody could be as fortunate as me that I get paid to do what I love, right? Not everybody in the world gets to do what I do. And I get to get paid to do what I do. Like, that is like, I am as blessed as they come. Because I truly love to do what I do. It's a special job that I have, to get to work hard to improve people's lives, to get to improve people's working conditions every day. And it's something that I had to move all the way from Texas to Massachusetts to stand on a picket line in front of AT&T to figure out what that meant. When my job was on the line, 2,000 jobs were on the line, and I walked out, and there were all these people standing outside of my job fighting for my job, and I was like, who are these people? And it was people like Peter Knowlton and Jerry Fishbein, and I went, who are these people? And I was just so astonished, and it was in that moment that I said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I wanted to be part of that movement, and that's when I became part of the labor movement. That's when I signed up for the UMass Labor Extension Program and started my journey in labor history and labor law and the studies to become a steward and learning my role in helping to change working conditions for people, right? And that's what we're all doing here today. So I'm not going to rush through this. So I want to acknowledge Patrick Crowley, who's in the room, president of the Rhode Island AFL-CIO. I want to thank you for being here. I also want to acknowledge that my predecessor, Cynthia Rodericks, my mentor, is in the hospital in Boston getting 2 rounds of radiation and was supposed to be here tonight, sitting at my table tonight, and I'm not sure that she's going to make it here, but this is where she wants to be, and if she can make it here tonight, she will, but she may not make it here tonight, but this is where she wants to be. And she's been texting me all night, telling me her status every 15 minutes. So if she gets here, but she loves you, and this is where she wants to be. There are so many, you know, I say this like despite all the hate and negativity in the world that's been happening, we have so many things to celebrate. There are so many positive things, so many wins that we have had. And that's what I don't want you to forget, right? From passing MCAS, right? The highest number of signatures than any other ballot initiative in the history of Massachusetts. We did that. You did that, right? Led by people like MTA and AFT and BTU and everybody that helped us do that. That was a historical win for us. Things like passing WEP GPO, right? 40 years in the making, allowing more than 2.8 million public sector workers to receive retroactive payments. I get those calls every day when those retroactive payments hit their bank accounts. That is an unbelievable win. And congratulations to SCIU 509 and the members at Pappas Children's Hospital and Cape Cod Island Health Center, right? Being able to keep those places open. And that was because of help from people like Senator Feeney and Senator Dylan Fernandez, right? The work that they did. Those relationships matter, right? Relationships with the electeds that we help win those seats, right? Our members who go out and hit those streets and help those electeds get in those seats help us keep those places open. The historical signing, right? Governor Healy helping us get that support for PLAs for public construction in Massachusetts, right? That was huge, that PLA agreement. The funding of the Cape Cod bridges, not done. A lot of work to be done there. I want to give a shout out to the Southeastern Mass Building Trades. I'm proud to call my brother Jimmy Pimentel, Frank Callahan, and let us not forget the retired David Rougeau, all the work that he did, right? The Revolution Wind Agreement, creating thousands of local union jobs with living wages, union benefits for electricians, plumbers, iron workers, operating engineers, painters, and carpenters, lowering the cost of energy for New England neighbors in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Vermont. That's a huge win, and we can't just shrug that away, but something we have to fight to make sure that we keep. And not that long ago, we were all out on the streets for our United Service Postal Service, and they were trying to privatize them, but we all showed up for them, and we'll do it again. What about those May Day rallies? We're all out there for those May Day rallies, huh? Our immigrant community, we've been showing up, and we're going to keep showing up. The fight ain't over. But that train coming all the way to New Bedford, Fall River, and Taunton sure has made that fight a little easier. Sure has made that workday a little bit shorter for some people, and sure has made it a little bit cheaper for some of us. The election of Lisa Field. How about that? That sister sure took it in the chin for us, and she sure proved it with that ATU strike in Taunton and Attleboro the other day. She sure showed up for them, didn't she? We're so proud of her. She wanted to be here tonight, as did some of our other state reps. But they're still working tonight. What about UAW? Celebrating their 90th anniversary this year. So proud of the UAW. And what about 1199 SCIU? They'll always have a special place in my heart. 17 years of my life I spent with SCIU. But I'm so proud of my sister, Carrie Medina, the newest Mass EVP, my friend and former colleague. So proud of all the work that they've done. I'll be watching her as she rises. Marching through the streets in Boston on Labor Day. So proud to support all the work that we did, not just in Boston, but across the Commonwealth. That was a proud day for us on Labor Day. Ready for the next one. But then there's all the contracts. Many more to come. Teamsters 25, Freetown Stop and Shop Distribution Center. That was a great one. This Labor Council stepped up. We're ready to take it on again. What about MEBA, Teamsters 59 and that Steamship Authority? We're ready for it. Teamsters 251, the Southern Glazers Beverage, acquired the Horizon Beverage. That was a good one, guys. 32% wage increases. Health insurance, pension plan, they should be proud. We sure are proud of you. That was great work. MTA, Wareham Paras, Fall River Educators, New Bedford Educators, that was some good work. 1199 SCIU, Toby Hospital, Bridgewater State Hospital. It's been going on for years. I was part of some of those win, but I'm proud to see you guys continuing to win. 1199 Rhode Island Butler Hospital. That was a good one. AFT, New Bedford Pairs, you know it. We always have your back. Doesn't matter if it's in the dead of the winter. We'll always be with you. Congrats to ATU 1548 GATRA members. It was 2 days, but it was a long 2 days. It was a good fight for better wages and benefits. And the M&A, the BID Plymouth, I tell you, it's always hard in Plymouth, but it's always worth the fight because you hold us all up. New Bedford St. Luke's nurses, that battle, I tell you, that battle at St. Luke's has been going on longer than I've been alive. But this second contract, I don't think we'll ever see another DCERT at St. Luke's. That was a good one. I think we scared the boss away this time. Probably shouldn't have said that out loud. We got a lot to be proud of in southeastern Massachusetts, and let me tell you, this president is proud. But this president knows that it takes more than the labor movement. It takes more than just us brothers and sisters. It takes all of us, it takes our community, and it takes the faith to keep us all together and to keep us winning. So let's not get cocky. Let's work together because it takes all of us to win. But I do want to say that there's lots of us going into bargaining this year, like our brothers and sisters at UFCW 328, who will always have a special place in our heart at this Labor Council, Stop and Shop workers going into bargaining in January. And all I have to say, 328, we got your back. We're ready to go. Same is true, 1199, Cape Cod hospital workers, fighting for those health insurance benefits. We got your back too. We're ready to go. The Greater Southeastern Massachusetts Labor Council, we will never let you down. All you got to do is give us a call. But for all those locals who haven't shown up or who haven't signed up yet, what are you waiting for? We're here. We're waiting for you. We got affiliation paperwork waiting for you because we're ready to do the work. Right, guys? All my affiliates and all my delegates are sitting here, and they're ready. And we've got I think October, which is next Monday, we've got our slate ready to go, and we've got elections coming up. But I have to tell you, I am a proud president of all our board, many of which are here, many are not here because they all had meetings today. And so for those who are not here, I miss them, but our entire board, our entire affiliates, and all our delegates, they are the ones who do the work. And I want to say thank you to all of them that are here. So if you are a delegate, an affiliate of the Greater Southeastern Massachusetts Labor Council, please stand and be recognized because they do the work every month, month in and month out.